Judgment has now been passed on the case of alleged defilement of a certain Dr. Femi Olaleye, who was the owner of Optimal Cancer Care Center, Surulere, and other parts of Lagos. And now at Justice Rahman Oshodi's court, he ruled that Dr. Femi Olaleye be sentenced to life imprisonment, and that he has found that the charges against him are true. Here are women, some of whom belong to civil society, non-governmental organization. I can see Tonya, bruised but not broken, and I would like to ask a few questions of you, and equally go to Kate Enshaw, and equally go to you, Ronke, whom of course had been a part of this right from the start. So, Tonya, today happens to be Judgment Day, and I saw you just before the judgment was passed, and I did ask exactly what you expected. Now that you heard the verdict, please may I know what you think of the judgment?
And children, women and children, survive justice for all of us.
Hold on.
And we're grateful to Lagos State.
May I know you, please?
There are a lot of cases that but like in Lagos State, you know that the chances are, as long as you get to court, your voice gets heard. And this to all survivors, like want to tell you that there is hope for you, and this is.
Now, I would quickly like to. Lastly, please, I'd like to ask you, because absolutely.
First and foremost, I have always given kudos to Lagos State, domestic and sexual violence agency. Lagos State, that is their forte, and I don't think they've lost the case unless the facts are not presented. I want to give kudos to the incorruptible Justice Rahman Oshodi. Yes! I have been in this court before. The judgment he read was 40 minutes. I sat in there, and yes, it's 8:30. He was extremely detailed. He listened all through the proceeding, and he left no one in doubt that this judgment is his. Exactly. He left no one in doubt that he saw that there was no remorse in Femi Frank Olaleye. He left no one in doubt that Femi would repeatedly offend if let go. He left no one in doubt that his name should be registered as a sex offender. He made people know that Femi should not be with human beings. That Femi Frank Olaleye is a repeated offender, and he will continue to repeat the offense. I watched his body language. All the times I've come to this court, no remorse. No, nothing. Shoulder up, when he shakes, when dressing. I hear the prison officer is his friend. That's why he's coming out looking all clean and all that. But thank you, Lagos State. Thank you. Remy, his wife. Not many women stand against their husband for the truth. May God bless her. May God bless her.
I also want to speak. My name is Pamela Udoka. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. I've been a therapist to the survivor, even to the defendant's children, even to his wife. I've been there all through. And on 2 occasions when the survivor gave her testimony in court, I was the only one non-legal person allowed in court, courtesy of the judge and the lead prosecutor, G.P. Martins. So most of what you heard today in the judgment, I was the only one who have been privileged to hear those details, even when I was conducting therapy sessions for the survivor and while I was in court. So I know everything that has happened. And some of the information that were released today, his wife is hearing them or will be hearing them for the first time, because the survivor couldn't tell her because of the threats and because of the confidentiality and the ethics of my practice. I also did not tell her because I promised the survivor I would not tell your auntie the details you're giving me. So that made her to trust me and I did not destroy that trust. I'm glad everything is being released today. And I'm glad Femi Olaleye is going to jail because it is very, very, very sickening. Because by the time you abuse young children and they come to us for therapy, we are just trying to be strong, but we are devastated because helplessly,
they came in and they get 50 for two of his friends there. So
Please, I would like to ask you, Aderonke, I understand what you do at the Child Protection Network, and I'd really love to know, because though the girl defiled today is no longer a minor, this happened to her when she was a minor. May I quickly ask you what this means for the protection of the rights of children in Lagos State?
Out there, please speak out. We are all here for you. Speak out. Irrespective of what the perpetrator has said to you, please speak out. Not in this Lagos State with any perpetrator go without being punished. Once you speak out, we will do the needful. We understand that there's some circumstances surrounding it, the police and the distress that they cause and all of that. But when you speak out, we as NGOs, we are working for your interests. We will ensure that you are protected. And I'm happy today for the Lagos State government, the PSP, for all the NGOs that are working for the state to ensure we got this justice. So every child out there, this is for you. This is for you. Please speak up. And be silent.
Thank you.
But today, we saw that justice is not possible in this country. Today, we saw that the Lagos State government is backing action for
Thank you. Thank you.
Please, very quickly, I want to ask.
Because you can take it from that.
Excuse me,
You can take her somewhere.
Excuse me. So my quick question, please turn this way. Thank you. My quick question is this. So today we saw that there was what the people who believe are on the side of the prosecutor, that this is justice. And again, it is life imprisonment. My question quickly is this: what does this mean for the next child who wants to speak up? And essentially, if you can walk me through the process and the impact on the child.
Yeah, come now.
the judgment that yes, it was not, we were not expecting it. Not because we did not have belief in the system, but because most times we have seen cases like this truncated. But for the first time in a very long while, we saw the justice system. We saw the court. What it is known for. What it was created for, which is justice. And this means for the next child that there is going to be justice. It means for the next child that its voice has been amplified. It means for the next survivor that look, you are not alone. There are people who can hold your hand and get justice against your abuse.
May I know your name, please?
My name is Toyin Ojo. Yes. The founder of Stop the Abuse Against Women and Children, and also a legal practitioner.
Thank you so much.
Hello, it is a day that
She likes you, she wants to follow you.
Sent her mother and herself money, tried to divert and subject the court of justice. It didn't work. They refunded the money that he paid to them, they gave them, they gave back his money. It showed to me that, thank you, Lagos State sexual violence. I've always given them credit. If that's the only thing Lagos State does, stand with them. Thank you to Yara, all the organizations that help. Tonya, this woman here, please focus on her. She's always here in this court. Pamela, she's a sexual therapist. She did consultation and counseling for the survivor. We have a child protection network here from Lagos State. It shows that other states need to look at Lagos State. If you really want to protect your women and your girls, and you want to help the men be better, you need to protect the girls, protect your girls, and say no. No matter who you are in this society, big, small, poor, rich, you are not belong and law. And the judge read his judgment 45 minutes. I sat there. And my heart was beating. He saw no remorse, but she said I've never shown remorse. He saw nothing, he only saw life, and he prescribed that he wants to be registered as a sexual offender. I will continue to remind people that Femi is not a doctor. The Nigerian Medical Association or whichever organization that was in charge of certifying to run that mushroom hospital, they should all take a look inward. I stood up and spoke, but I don't care if you're my family member, take notes. Friend, family, or foe. If you do wrong, I can tell you will be the first one to stand against. And that's how it should be. Two of his friends were here in this courtroom. They were giving him high five when they walked in. I'm sure those ones, they are also doing it until you get caught. That's all I have to say.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, come. Okay.
Yes,
Look here, madam.
I knew Femi Olaleye before I knew why. Okay? So you can consulted me. You know, when this happened, he reminded me, and I what he said,
I'm not going near you.
2015, I will not be in this place. He had consulted me over issues he had with me. I resolved that. Okay? Then when this sexual abuse issue came, he reached me. And if, like they said, if he had continued to be 2015, I would have done proper clinical assessment and I would have discovered that he has a sexual addiction. I would have started therapy. I'm a certified and licensed clinical psychologist, and I celebrate the Association of Clinical Psychologists for standing firm with me on this. Because anytime I have court appearance or I have therapy sessions, I come back to the what's going on. So this is justice not only for Nigerians, justice for the whole world, because Femi is known worldwide. Now, after the incident happened, his wife assessed that I don't want to mention her name, the young lady, and I did therapy. And I asked her a question in our first session, and I said, "Shebi the only finger to the And he said, I'm repeating this because the judge has read the judgment. That's why I'm repeating this now. And he told me, Auntie, he entered me. I said, okay, maybe only one time. She said, and I quote, plenty times. I held this information to myself until this judgment, even the wife does not know. And I also want to put on record that the wife did not know these details. It is the auntie that Femi took the young lady to prevent her from talking to the wife, that the survivor gave the information to. Thank God, Jesse, whose name was also mentioned, was in court today. And what as Jesse knows, I know more than her because the young lady would be afraid to talk to her auntie like that. Okay? So all the information she said, she never lied. Nobody coached her. And on two of the occasions that she gave her testimony in court, I was only one allowed to sit in there, a non-legal person. All the other, the court was evacuated, and the judge allowed me to sit when the DPP introduced me as therapist to the survivor. So I sat in there. So of the information, I've always said that when she is given, when she was given her witness, the defendants, the lawyer, will be shocked, and they will hide their faces. And of course, the girl repeated the techniques of questioning her. You go back to the questions they asked her before, she would repeat the same answer. She was very consistent. On two occasions, she gave her testimony, she was very consistent. And I want to really appreciate her. One day she will see this video. I want to thank her for being strong. For going on intimidation, all fear. Thank God for therapy sessions, thank God for family support, and everything. Today we are celebrating this justice. Thank you very much.
Okay. Mr. Hello, sir.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, good. Okay. Let's go. Kola, let's go. So, yeah, good. Kola, check our shift. Kola, Josh.
Hold on.
Hold on. Here come you. Okay, go. Yeah, go. Yeah, go.
My name is Femi. I am the Executive Director, Center Against Injustice and Domestic Violence. Well, I think firstly we must thank Almighty God for making today possible. We must salute the courage and sagacity of the judge who was standing firm. Despite intimidation, despite the plan to also hijack the process, he stood firmly and courageously delivered that super judgment. We must commend the judge. Then we must commend the Lagos State government for the wonderful job being done in the area of sexual violence. Because we are also recommending to other states to also take this deal away from Lagos, to also take a cue from Lagos. Because Lagos has shown greatly that yes, we have a passion to sex perverts. We cannot condone sex perverts in Lagos. And that's why we are recommending that other state governments to take up this gauntlet. Because when you look at domestic violence and sexual violence agency, you see that they are doing wonderful job, and Lagos courts. So Lagos have created special courts to try such, which is also a plus. So we are also commending the government and also recommending other state government to take a cue from Lagos State, because there is no way we will not see sexual offenders in the state. They will always be there. So let us encourage Lagos State government. Let us thank the government for standing firm. Let us commend the job for what they have done.
Thank you.
Your name, please.
Benga Sholo, Executive Director, Center Against Injustice and Domestic Violence. Hold on.
As we all continue to stay around here waiting for the eventual departure of Dr. Femi Olaleye as he's taken off the premises of the courts, I shall continue to find a few interviews here and there of people who have sat in court today listening to the judgment of Justice Rahman Oshodi. There are quite a few points to note here, quite frankly, and very quickly I'll run over them. And it's the fact that the said child was first groomed by the doctor before he had started to penetrate and hatch out his plans. The Justice Rahman Oshodi took his time in court today to essentially walk us through the entire process from the time of the reporting of the case at the Antony Police Station until the doctor was taken into custody. Today, we were reminded of everything that led to this moment, and for the first time, several of the things that were unknown to people regarding this case were opened by Justice Rahman Oshodi. Quite frankly, disputing a number of evidences that the defendants had put out to counter the allegations levied by the prosecutory, in this case a term used for the girl child who has been molested, raped and abused by Dr. Femi Olaleye. And so it is important to note that the said abuse started March 2020 during the lockdown, and that went on for 18 months until November 2021. In that case, the arrests and the said prosecution of Dr. Olaleye started last year, which at this time, it's almost a year since this process began. Today, almost a year after, there is justice, and people here, as you see them, have been celebrating and jubilating that indeed there is justice for such cases. A number of civil society organizations, executives here today have spoken to the fact that this is a win for the girl child. This is a win for survivors. This is a win for victims. This is a win, a reason for people to speak up, believing that the will of judgment, the will of justice, I beg your In fact, they would be able to get justice for whatever it is that they are demanding justice on. It's equally important that beyond the life imprisonment given to Dr. Olaleye by the Justice Rahman Oshodi, he equally said that the Dr. Olaleye's name would equally be included in the sexual offenders register, which indeed for a number of people present there was equally a high point beyond having him remanded in prison. So today has been a great day. I believe a day that will go down in history to a lot of people who are gender advocates and equally for the girl child. Interestingly, this is October, and a few weeks back we celebrated the International Day of the Girl Child. Indeed, it is time for the girl child as you continue to look at how the engagement of seeking justice for the girl child is turning out in a place like Lagos State. As I said earlier, I'm holding this just as we wait for Dr. Femi Olaleye to make his way out of the courtroom so that we can take some reactions of his lawyer and a host of other people. Thank you so much for joining. Please stay tuned for the update I'll provide in a moment.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.